What's going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to Wolves A We, my Football Manager 2018 save here on YouTube, and we are now going into episode 3. We have hit the end of the transfer window, and today we're going to be messing around a little bit with set pieces. I said a couple of episodes ago that we're going to set up the set pieces, and I thought, why not do it on camera? You guys can see what I'm doing, how I'm setting it up, and hopefully it'll work, so you guys know what to do as well. And if I know a few of you haven't got the game. When you get the game, it's something you can mess around with, and hopefully I've given you some tips for it as well. But first off, we have got some new transfers to go through, so let's go into them now. So you guys know we needed a central midfielder. We've brought in the experienced Ben Watson. We've brought him in from Watford for the fee of around £1.7 million. He's not played regularly in the last couple of seasons, but as you can see, technically and mentally, he's very, very good. And for the championship level, as a depth option, I think he'll be fantastic. Passing of 15, penalty taking of 16, first touch of 14, and all the stats that are highlighted there as a deep line playmaker are really, really good. So I think he's going to be a fantastic option for us to bring in. Next up is a loan option. It's Jay Fulton. Again, another central midfielder. Again, probably someone more for the depth options. Mentally, he's very, very sound. Again, those highlighted stats are pretty good. And a 3-star current ability from our coaches. Valued at 7 million. Still young, so still got, if he does well, it's still definitely an option for us to bring in. But as you can see, we have brought in a couple of other players as well. One of them being Francisco Trincao. Someone suggested this in the comment section down below, so you're an absolute legend, whoever did it. We brought him in for just 250k. Probably could have got him less because they accepted that straight away. And he's got a potential of 3.5 up to potentially 4.5 star. So I really like the look of him. He's already 2-star current ability. Physically, he's okay. He's still only 17, guys. Benfica really wanted him, but we beat him. And he'll have game time a lot in the under-23s, but I definitely want to get him involved in the first team as well. Other player was someone I suggested in the last episode, Enis Bunjanki. Again, he's going to sit in the under-23s. I'm not sure if he'll get much game time. He's just another option to sit there, really. He's never been prolific as such. 2 players left. Ben Marshall on a permanent deal for 2.4 million. I didn't think he was ever going to get a lot of game time wherever he played, and I thought to get the money in, as you can see, he's already torn his ankle ligament, so say no more. Anthony Breslin as well, left on loan. He went to Wealdstone. So we've also got a few games to run over, so let's go and do that before we jump into the set piece creation. So in the last episode, we drew against Hull 0-0. We went and hosted Cardiff under Neil Warnock, and we drew 0-0 again. Unfortunately, Ivan Caballero injured. Another injury. Seemed to be getting quite a number of those. But it was a 0-0 game. As you can see by the stats, we probably dominated it a little bit more, deserved maybe a little bit more, but unfortunately, we couldn't get the victory against a decent Cardiff side. Nonetheless, it's a point, and it's always better than 0, and we remain unbeaten. We then played that Carabao Cup game against Brighton, and unfortunately, we lost 1-0. However, as you can see by the team, it was rotated quite a lot. We had a lot of young players playing. Yang Ming Yang played in the central midfield on his own. 7.0 rating, our best rating along with John Ruddy in the team. But it was rotated a lot. A lot of the young players got goes in the team. And to be honest, alright, we got battered, but it was a really decent performance. We held our own quite well out there. And obviously, it was never, in my opinion, going to be a winnable competition. But we made a good account of ourselves. And with the lack of depth we had at the time, with a lot of injuries and a busy schedule, I don't think it's that bad a result. And obviously, we've given some young lads like Donovan Wilson, Ming Yang, and so on a good chance of the first team. And our most recent result, we came back and got a win. Look at those stats, though. Brentford battered us at Griffin Park, but Leo Bonatini grabbing another goal this season, along with Ben Marshall scoring to round it up. Obviously, he's left now, but, we're getting players back into fitness now. We've had a 2-week international break. We'll take those 3 points every day of the week, and if we go now on to competitions, we're currently sitting 4th in the league, one of just 2 teams still unbeaten in the league, and today we're going to be playing against Millwall, who started off quite well. They're 11th in the league. So far, so good for us. I'm really happy with how things are going. So, what we are going to do, quickly look at the dynamics before we go on to it. Very good dressing room atmosphere, average match cohesion, still poor managerial support, but as I say, as the season goes on, that will carry on. Ben Watson jumped straight into an influential player role. We've got Jay Fulton in the other players. And the social groups, again, this will merge quite nicely together throughout the season. But we've still got sort of 4 social groups at the moment. And hopefully these guys find pals quite soon. So then, we are going to now look at the set piece creation. So if I quickly clear this, and we are going on to set pieces, and we're going to click on corners. So the defensive ones I'm going to leave for the moment, and we're going to do the attacking ones. So to do this, if you haven't already done it, we just click on the things and sort of pick down here where we want to do it. So as you guys know, a lot of our centre backs are pretty quick. Not quick, pretty tall rather. So we're going to want them attacking the ball quite nicely. So we are going to get one of them, let's say, we'll get the striker, go forward. We'll have the 2 wing backs back because they're going to tend to be a little bit quicker, which is cool. Right, we're going to want to first get the corner taker, and we're going to aim it penalty spot. So it's always going to go in the middle here. We're going to want this centre half here. Let's say, we'll just say is go forward, which is fine. We're going to get this left winger. Basically, one of the left wingers or right wingers is going to take it anyway. More probably, perhaps a central midfielder. I don't know who it will set it as. But if we go on challenge keeper for one of the wingers, just so he's in front of the keeper. And we just want all of these centre-backs just to be in and around there. So I'll put all 3 centre-backs, and we'll put the defensive midfielder perhaps as the near post flick on. Which will probably be Neves, actually. Neves or Sace. Well, Sace is a little bit taller, so it will work quite well. But as long as we're hitting that just straight into the box. And then what I'm going to do is actually put the right midfielder as a short option. That will work quite well, I think. It just frees up a little room here. And then you've always got the central midfielder on the edge of the box. Let's put him on lurk outside the area. And that will work quite well. And then we keep the wing backs back there. So what we'll do, we'll just quickly save that. If we just call it, Lazio 1 is for my stream. If we just call it penalty spot, and we save that there, and then we'll go onto the left hand side and just load up the same one, and we'll see how that goes. We may have to tweak it along the way, but I'll always make sure I tell you guys if we're going to tweak that and so on. But let's go and jump into today's game against Millwall. Hopefully we grab another 3 points. So here we are then for this game. We've made quite a number of changes to the team, as you can see on the left hand side. We're going to stick with our familiar formation, but the front 3 today is going to be Calvert-Lewin, Leo Bonatini and Trincao. He's going to get his debut in the team. Unfortunately, Jota, Cavallero, they're not quite fit yet, so we're going to keep those 2 boys on the bench. We're going to play Vinagre ahead of Barry Douglas. He's got a slightly better average rating at the moment, so I thought I'd give him a go. Everyone seems to be a little bit, well, they seem to be quite fit after the long break for internationals. Ruben Neves will return. The first time you guys have seen him in this series, not quite match sharp, but his conditioning is there, so we'll give him at least sort of 60-70 minutes. Ben Watson will start as central midfielder for today's game, with Matt Doherty at right wing back and Willy Bolly, Connor Cody and Miranda at the back, with John Ruddy in goal. They're playing a 4-1-4-1 with Steve Morrison up front, O'Brien, Thompson, Tunnicliffe and Jed Wallace, with Williams just behind, Meredith, Cooper, Webster, Romeo and Jordan Archer in goal. So today we're going to assertively say we are the favourites, so go and give them a performance to cheer, and then we're going to select all of these players, and again we're going to calmly say I want to see a good performance. No one reacted positively or negatively, but hopefully it's got in their heads what we're expecting today. And off we go. At the Molineux, we're going to be seeing another match today, and hopefully it's another 3 points to build on our unbeaten start to the season in the league. So very quiet first half so far, but Millwall yet to have a shot. Ruben Neves wins the ball back. He plays it up to Calvert-Lewin. Back to Ben Watson. Bit of room on the right hand side, but he'll find Calvert-Lewin again. Ruben Vinagre on the left. It's a good ball in towards young Trincao, who almost grabs the debut goal, and that would have been fantastic for the 17-year-old. I think a lot of first team football, a lot of just competitive football, and he will grow massively as a player, and it would have been fantastic for him there to grab the opening goal of today's game. It's a long ball towards Jed Wallace, which Willy Bolly will win. Ben Watson again through the middle. Trincao wins it as well. Finds Doherty on the right. Is he going to combine? It's a good ball in. Back out towards Trincao. And I thought he was in again. So close, and it's still 0-0, but look at the stats so far, having a very strong first half. There is another chance. Vinagre into Ruben Neves, back to Ben Watson on the edge. Back to Ruben Neves, to Ben Watson, Trincao again, back to Bonatini, he tries to delicately curl it towards the top corner. 9 shots, 4 on target in this first half. Are Millwall going to go and grab a goal against the run of play? They might not, and we are going to break now. Trincao again on the right hand side, looking threatening, he's got options. Calvert-Lewin, oh what a save by Archer. He got the ball. He had the whole goal to aim at, and he had a couple of options too. Here's this corner. Can it test? He's played it short, and we've won a free kick, even though I wanted him to whip it in, which is a little bit annoying. But half-time approaching, and it is still 0-0. Right, there is still one more chance before half-time. Watson to Doherty. Here's Bonatini. Trincao! Blocked again. He's having good chances, which I like. We're giving him the ball. It's not like the players are ignoring him because he's, you know, a young lad that has just come into the team. He's getting a lot of the ball. A lot of chances too. Here he is again, Trincao. Ball in was blocked and Doherty over the bar. So 0-0, and look at the stats. We're having 12 shots at half-time here. In the first half, rather, to their 0. We're doing okay at the moment, but, well, as it says, struggling for possession in the opposition's half. But look at the possession stats. We're absolutely battering them at the moment, and I think it's just a matter of time. So calmly, I'm going to say we can still win this, and I really like the look of what we're doing at the moment. Trincao, it's just a matter of time, isn't it? Work on his finishing a little bit, and he could be a little diamond on that right-hand side. He's having plenty of the ball, and hopefully he can score a couple of goals. Free kick here with Ben Watson will whip in towards Connor Cody. Ben Watson heads it back into Bonatini. Oh, and Archer saved it, and it went back into the area. But a free kick was awarded to Millwall. Again, we continue in this fantastic run of play, but we just can't seem to get the ball in the back of the net, which is my concern at the moment. We're not conceding many goals, but we're not scoring enough. Will that change when we get sort of Costa, Jota, Cavallero back? Probably, but we still need to, if we're creating chances, we still need to score the goals. Just under half an hour to go. Neves will whip it in towards Bonatini. Watson will find Neves, who will strike, and it was blocked. And Trincao was offside. A win here will be massive for us, and it has been all us. We can't have another 0-0 on a live come. As you can see there, Calvert-Lewin has picked up a slight knock. So what we're going to do is bring Trincao onto the left. We'll bring Brighton and Bakari on here on the right-hand side. And Ruben Neves, we are going to bring off now. We're going to bring Romain Saiss on for him. Neves has had a decent performance so far, but obviously we are wary about his match sharpness and so on. And 20 minutes to go here at the Molineux, and it's still 0-0. Can we finally make the breakthrough? Here's Trincao on the left-hand side into Saiss. Back heels it to Ben Watson. Into Bonatini, to Enebakari. Good overlap there from Doherty if he can find it, and he can just about. Doherty with a ball in towards the keeper, and it's out for a corner. Hopefully Ben Watson will whip this one in. He doesn't, he plays it short again. I'm probably going to have to get rid of that short option because obviously they just seem to like to play it short. I thought I'd just do it so it drags maybe a defender out or something like that. Now Ben Watson, he's tired, but he's been by far our best player at the moment on his debut. So we're going to bring off Trincao. And we are going to push Vinagre up to left wing, and we're going to bring on Da Silva Lopez at left wing back. He's had a very good game, positive from Trincao, although he's had a 6.6, the second lowest in the team, but I thought, you know, he's created a couple of good chances. Millwall yet to have a shot, and I thought it'd be sod's law that they go and shoot, and the first shot would be a goal. We're going to switch it up though. We're going to go up to attacking. We are needing a little bit of a goal. But this doesn't look too nice. Jed Wallace on the edge into Ferguson, who has a shot and it hits the side netting. You know what, guys? We're going to make a big change, the tactic-wise. We're going to go to the 3-4-3. We're going to swap Ben Watson and Saiss around. And this is how we're going to play now. Da Silva Lopez and Enebakari through the middle. Ruben Vinagre and Doherty as defensive wingers. We're going to go a bit more central to see if that will help out. In the last 5 minutes or so here at the Molineux. Another free kick on the edge for Millwall. It's fallen to Jed Wallace again, who will bring it in. It's a great ball towards Romeo. And Millwall knocking on the door late on here. Let's just demand a little bit more. We need one more push before full time. It'd be a massive shame if we don't get a win here. If it finishes 0-0 again. That would just be so annoying. 3 wins on the bounce on live comms in what should have been a winnable game. Unless Doherty scores here, which he doesn't. I think that is going to be full time. It certainly is. And it's finished here. Wolves 0, Millwall 0. A game that I'm disappointed that we didn't win, if I'm honest. But at the same time, we had a very, very solid defensive performance. Let's say we were unlucky. Because we created a lot. We're unlucky. We remain unbeaten. The good thing is as well that we rested, not rested as such, but we still got very strong options there on the bench. We play Bristol City now on the 12th, so it's not long away. We can swap it up and freshen it up a little bit more as well. But as you see, we're 4th in the league, 2 wins, 4 draws, which is a little bit annoying. Hopefully we can start converting some of those draws into wins. Grab some points. We're only 3 points behind top of the league, which is Middlesbrough. So I'm pretty happy with how it's going at the moment. But we're getting a lot, 3 0-0s already, which is a little bit annoying and a bit concerning too. We're going to come back for the game against Burton Albion away from home at the end of September. We've already moved quite nicely onto it. Make sure you smash a like on the video down below. If we could smash 50 likes again, because we hit 50 last time. And you guys did it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let me know what you think of the transfers that we have done in this team. But until next time, guys, I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.